Grana Weepin' Ninny Bong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today I'm coming back at you with another news roundup of stuff and things that I found from four corners of the Tinterweb. But before we take a look at the Transformers news, let's just jump over to Ramen Toy, because they have started sending out their Power Extreme Centurions 80s Commander, and it seems that they've been getting some feedback from the consumers that are receiving it. Some of the consumers seem to be a little bit concerned about getting dirty figures. Imagine that, getting dirty figures. Well, Ramen Toy put out a great statement, probably one of the best statements I've seen in 2021, just reminding everybody they're not dirty. It's weathering paint. I love it.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today, as I often like to do, with FUNDBIE Studios, and they were showing off Tailgate's bomb from IDW's comics. Now, this is actually a comic from IDW that I don't follow the Lost Light at all, so let me know in the comments. Is this a good representation of Tailgate's bomb? What is the significance of this bomb? Nice. They also showed off the finished version of Cerebros Master Terminal, and this thing looks great. It also looks absolutely huge. Now, if you remember the Headmasters, then this is a pretty much bob on from when it used to be in the cartoon. Absolutely awesome. Love all these pieces that they put together for your Transformers dioramas, especially if you're looking to build a starship, because they've done so many of these parts that you could put together to make a massive mega starship now. Speaking of Transformers starships, there is now a DNA Designs kit for your Ark. Now, this thing adds in a few little pieces that were missing probably from the original here, and also, as is the case with a lot of these upgrade kits, works with the transformation as well, so it's not something you have to take off and put back on. I really like this. It fills in those gaps at the side, but as I've said before, I would like this in grey, please. They showed off some grey. I know they were the prototype ones, but I do think that they looked really cool on the side of it. I know it's not G1 accurate, but I just think that looked so cool. So bring out some grey ones, then I'll pick this up. This also popped up on Weibo that somebody's actually done some tapes for your core class sound waves. So we get a Ravage and we get a Laserbeak or a Buzzsaw, and we can see the kind of CAD drawing that they did for it here. And then this is it with the core class sound wave. Really cool. They look awesome and finish the job off really nicely. My painting skills are absolutely catastrophic though, and looking at how small these teeny tiny bots are, I think it would be an absolute nightmare for me to paint, but they do look cool. So hopefully they'll get released as maybe an upgrade kit or as a 3D printed one. If I find out when and where to get these, I will let you know down in the comments, and if you know where to get these, let me know down in the comments. Moving over to Moon Studios. So Moon Studio showed off their take on Raiden, now semi-built. So we've got the legs, and now we've also got the torso as well, and they have the Zeta fittings. So this is with their Zeta Superion's arms, and we can also see some color variations here with one of the figures. Again, I think this thing looks absolutely phenomenal, and I can't for the life of me think why anybody would even look at the Takara one when you can see how good this one is looking. Absolutely fantastic. If you're looking to get your hands on the Transform Element TE01C take on Optimus Prime, then I think this is the best version I've seen. I love me some cel-shaded Transformers. If I was in charge of making all Transformers, they would all come cel shaded, because I just think it looks great. This is going to be available very soon on Show Z. It's got materials plastic. The height is around 23 centimeters on this one. It takes batteries, and it's around $100 with free shipping at the moment from Show Z. Thing looks awesome. Let me know your comments down this one. Have you already got this one? Is it any good? I might pick it up. Something else that's just appeared on Show Z, or certainly something that came into my line with regards to Show Z, is this thing of absolute beauty. With all of the hype around the Takara take on Starsaber, this one just completely passed me by. The pre-order is up right now, so it's coming very, very soon. This is the IRONTRANS IRV01 Starblade Starsaber G1 Transformers Victory. Now, this is made out of die-cast, so this is going to be certainly probably a better quality than the version that we're getting, because there's no die-cast parts from the Takara Hasbro version. This has alternative hands, a mini pilot figure, blasters, short swords, long sword hilt, and all kinds of gubbins. No official price on this dude yet, but it looks phenomenal, and I think better than the Hasbro one. He's about 35 centimeters tall. If you work in inches, then he's 13 inches tall, so I believe he's bigger than the Hasbro one as well. I think he looks phenomenal. MAGICSQUARE quite rightly delayed some of the release of their Constructicons due to some QC issues that they found inside their own factories, so really well done to them, and congratulations. And now we can actually see the full thing put together in a few pictures, and he looks nice. He looks really cool. I'm not sure about the neck. Certainly in this picture it looks like it's a little bit falling off there, but overall I think this thing does look great. Obviously it has that look that MAGICSQUARE has. You either like this or you don't. I don't think there's a happy medium here. For me, I don't like the way that MAGICSQUARE figures just look, just the plastic. I prefer the New Age stuff, but this dude does come with 2 drill hands, and it turns into that machine type thing for all the accessories, which is very cool, and New Age definitely should have done something like that. I hope New Age don't release an accessory pack further down the line for this buddy, but I think they're going to. Speaking of New Age, and they are getting to release their, I believe this dude is called David, right? So they're getting ready to release David, which is their take on Optimus Prime, and this one is different from the rest of the ones that we've seen because this dude comes with a trailer. If it's anything like the one that came with ULTRAMAGNUS, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Looks great. TFCon is right round the corner, so if TFCon is there, you know we're going to get some exclusives. So you're going to get these remix of Rumble and Frenzy, and also this blue take on CLIFFJUMPER, which I believe, and I'm sure people will let me know down in the comments if I am wrong, is a rare Mexican take on CLIFFJUMPER. So it's one that was released in Mexico in a blue deco. Please let me know if I'm right or wrong here. I probably am wrong. We saw the bot mode on Tuesday, and now we see the amazing looking tank mode on FANSHOBBY's take on Megatron from Armada. Just look at this thing. Still not put my pre-order down. Still don't know what's holding me back, because this thing just looks better and better and better. So much play value, so much going on with this figure. They've really spent a lot of time making sure that this is the best take on an Armada Megatron that you can get. He comes with his little buddy as well, who can sit in the tank compartment up there. Look at the way the missile launchers fold out. You've got all of these things for the minicons as well to go inside. It just looks fantastic. Guns set up on the front with the detail in there for the sights that look like Luke Skywalker's sights when he's doing the raid on the Death Star. Also, so many compartments open, and when we actually take a look inside these compartments, there's detailing, colors, everything actually inside all of these compartments as well. I hope it's not sticker in detailing, because I'm terrible at putting stickers on if I pick up this figure, but it does kind of look like painted, so I'm happy about that. The minicon here does look a little bit of an afterthought, if I'm honest, but you know, there's only so much you can do when you need it to transform in this certain way. For me, I would probably just leave it in the alt mode anyway and just have it sitting somewhere on a shelf. So yeah, nice to have, I guess. TFC's take on Megatron, the Tyrant figure that is actually starting to ship, and Storm Commander it is, and you can see the writing there in the G.I. Joe styling, which is cool because the alt modes for this is based on G.I. Joe vehicles, or is it Cobra vehicles? Someone will correct me in the comments, but I have been told that this is all related, has multiple alt modes, but it is all related back to G.I. Joe. But what I do love here and find quite funny, and thank you so much to Super Hobo over on Twitter for pointing this out, he comes with a crotch rocket. He has got a crotch rocket. Beautiful. Super 7 are coming back again with another cyborg, and this time it's a shattered glass take on Prime. It has probably about 2 points of articulation, the same way as all of them do. The front will come off and you can see the gubbins inside that makes him look like he's made more of clockwork than anything else. And what you can see with the arms there and the head, that's pretty much all he does. So 3 points of articulation, I apologise, not 2. Super expensive, doesn't transform, go get yourself something better. Hasbro R.E.D figures continue to release, and now we can see a Knockout and an ULTRAMAGNUS without the armor. A lot of people are really into these. Again, they don't transform, so they're not really there for me. Please, please, please release a Knockout that transforms very, very soon, because I really want to get myself a Knockout. In Demand Toys in the UK put out a post showing that there's going to be a re-release of an 86 HOTROD with some different packaging. This one has less plastic waste and more cardboard, so you can see they've just enlarged the picture at the front, and it just does look a little bit different in that pack. If you're a completionist, sucks to be you. Speaking of it sucking to be a completionist at the moment, Hasbro, as we said before, are now releasing both Cup and CLIFFJUMPER in the Buzzworthy line. Something I didn't notice that was pointed out to me in the comments is this is actually the Buzzworthy 86 line. So this is a direct reference to the Studio series and seems to be an extension of it. And you can see when you put the two next to each other the differences within the two figures. Cup, we have got a few more pictures of the Cup now out of the box and things like this, and I think this looks absolutely phenomenal. This looks so much better than the Cup that we actually got. Hasbro, what are you doing? I mean, that chest plate there makes it look like the movie one. Surely these two should have been switched around. I personally am not going to pick this up just because I don't like when Hasbro do shady crap like this. I know a lot of people will pick this one up though, and a lot of people are also excited for this. If you missed it the first time round, I don't know how, because it seems to warm in the shelf in every single toy shop I go to, but I guess it's a really good opportunity to pick up a decent looking Cup. You're also getting that Bumblebee. I think this is the one that transforms into the Jeep as well, and we're getting this CLIFFJUMPER. Now this CLIFFJUMPER is just a rework of the Earthrise take on CLIFFJUMPER, but somehow that chest piece, I don't know how or why, but the chest piece, when you make him look next to the other one, it makes him look wider and fatter. I don't know why that is, it just does. It's very, very, very bizarre. It's also great to see that Hasbro is continuing its tradition of just lying on the back of packs, because we can see there quite clearly that this CLIFFJUMPER is very different to the CLIFFJUMPER that you're actually getting. So yeah, nice that they continue to lie to us even when they reissue things. At the alt modes, when you compare them, I actually still think that the other CLIFFJUMPER looks best, but I do like that backdrop. I do like that backdrop. That backdrop is very, very, very cool. But is that not similar to the one we got with Jazz? Am I right? Moving back to the Studio Series line, then we also got a look at all of the box art for the Bumblebee Studio Series. Cybertronian takes on a few figures. So this is the one for Brawn. Front and back looks absolutely phenomenal. Ratchet as well. Loving this line so far. Next up, Wheeljack is the one that I'm probably the least excited for out of all of them, but he does look quite good in the box. If I can get him up cheaper anywhere, I'll probably pick him up cheap somewhere. But Ratchet and Brawn, both absolute certs for my collection. Last week we also spoke about the fact that Transformers and More are collaborating to release these awesome limited edition images yet again, but damn you, Willis on Twitter did something absolutely phenomenal and was able to recreate this art using figures. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. Give that dude a follow on Twitter. That is damn you, Willis. Absolutely awesome. So that's everything from me on this Saturday. As always, thank you so much for your support and checking out my content. I am trying to get towards that 4,500 mark by the end of the year, which is a couple of weeks away now. So if you are in a position where you want to support my channel, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.